Hey guys, Gary Lucas with Obsidian Painting, and today we are going to talk about the Vallejo Game Color Extra Opaque paints. Okay, so essentially these are their equivalent to GW's kind of foundation. Now it's not really their equivalent. Well, it is, but I mean it's not like they came out with them. Yeah, they did. They came out with them to directly compete with Games Workshop. However, these paints are fantastic. They have that typical kind of Vallejo feel. I'm pretty sure Vallejo uses a vinyl kind of thing instead of your normal acrylic. They use like a vinyl acrylic, so it's a lot smoother. It does not feel the same as your normal paint that you're used to. It goes on kind of weird. It's a little smooth, and it's the same with all their paints. It's kind of smooth, and I like it. It dries differently. It tends to dry shiny. I think that's just kind of a natural characteristic of a majority of the Vallejo paints. The model color tend not to dry shiny. And it just so happens that the Vallejo Game Color Extra Opaque, Vallejo has said on their website that these paints are the exact same formulation as their model color. I tend to disagree a little bit. It does seem different. I have some of the model color, and they do not seem exactly the same. Now, the interesting thing is there are some pretty interesting colors with these paints. Now, they are a lot thicker than their game color, and I've never had a separation problem. A lot of people say, oh, I have a separation problem with my Vallejo paints. I've never had a separation problem. I sometimes get it with the bigger bottles that I buy, but I've never gotten it with the smaller bottles. But if you do get separation, just shake it up a bit. Here we go. Now, if you can see in the top left, I am showing you the consistency of the paint. I add a little bit of water to kind of make it flow a little better. I always recommend adding water to paint. Distilled water, not normal tap water. There are chemicals in that you do not want to deal with. So I purely use distilled water. Now, coming back to the colors, there are some really interesting colors, and there are some colors to note that I would probably never use, i.e. They have this kind of orange, they call it heavy orange. It's really bright, and it's kind of like a rosy orange. I don't know what I'd use it for. Maybe glazing in some color, but I don't know. It's really weird. And then the other thing is their heavy gray is more like a heavy green. It's really strange. So I don't know. It's not a misprint. It is the actual color. I mean, it's a good color. It's just not, in my mind, a gray color. So yeah, these paints are pretty good if you're looking for something that's cheaper than the GW. It comes with more paint, a different feel, and tends to work much better. Definitely check out the Game Color Extra. Now, mind you, everything's personal preference. I'm just saying that's what I like. Now I use both. There's nothing wrong with that. Use both, mix them together. You can mix all brands of paint together. Make sure you check them out at CanadianWargaming.com.